Hello Malaysia, good evening. Today I'm going to show you how I make my Puk Chee Chow or Chinese herbal drink for heaty bodies. For if you have a heaty body, which means there's a lot of warmth in your body and you're coughing a lot and a lot of phlegm, those are the symptoms. That means you have a heaty body. And another symptom which is quite prevalent in bodies that are full of heat is biting your own tongue. Yep, biting your own tongue at the sides while eating or whatnot. That's a sign that your body is heaty and in need of something cooling such as melons, cucumber, and other things. And avoid chilies because chilies is heaty, coffee is heaty, durian is heaty, and loads of other heaty stuff. So this is the Chinese way of yin and yang and herbal medicine. So I bought this for 2 ringgit and this one for I think 270. So 190 ringgit and 270 ringgit or RM. This is Bai Chee Chow, that means Puk Chee Chow in Cantonese, or in English Groomwell root. So it doesn't look like a root to me, it's more like a mixture of bark and leaves, something like spruce leaves. So this is Groomwell root. I'm going to use half of this for a very big pot, and that's a very big pot of water, about this yay size. And this one I'm not familiar with, this Xia Ku Zhao. This one seems like the bunga or the flower of the some kind of um, plant, which is like a lalang, like a weed, like a what do you call it? Looks like wheat, wheat, the ones you grind to flour or whatever. This looks like wheat. The thing is all full of flowers, so I'm going to use half of this as well. Sometimes it's good to divide half. So the herbalist says that since Malaysia had that stupid fucking mist or haze from Indonesia, yep, that was in June, the end of June 2013, the mist of Indonesia. So this one should be clearing your nostrils and cooling your body. So wait until the water is actually boiling, then we put the stuff in, or you can actually just put the stuff in and boil. Is any type of sequence is up to you. So let's look at what we have here in this uh, Groomwell roots. Groomwell roots, this is, so I can see bark, maybe something that looks like feathers, that's a bad sign. And we have root, should be root, and lots of leaves, something like fern leaves, but I'm not sure, and bark as well. When you see root or bark, that means it should have some sediment or soil. So it's best when you have done it, which I'll show you how, the Chinese way. So this is the Puk Chee Chow or Groomwell root. So that's just putting it there just to get it out of the way, and you can see a lot quite dusty. What you expect from something that is what you call it, biodegradable. And we have this Selfheal spike, Xiao Gu Zhao. I don't know whether I'm pronouncing it correctly in Mandarin. I was not educated Mandarinly or in Chinese education, but this is the stuff. It looks like a flower or wheat, so I guess that's called the Selfheal spike. I think that's a direct translation from Mandarin to English. So half of this in and half of that in, half of the Groomwell root and half of the Selfheal spike. Sounds like a Chinese wuxia movie or kung fu movie. Speaking of which, I wish they would translate the Storm Riders, the comic books. I don't care about the movie. The first movie was good, the second movie was boring. I didn't watch it whole because when it comes to Storm Riders, you just have to love the story, and 2 movies is not going to help it. So put half of this in and half of it, half of the Groomwell and half of the Selfheal spike. So I think that's about it. Half in. This is a very cooling drink, and you can drink it warm or you can drink it cold. It's up to you, whichever you prefer. But do not drink it when you put it in with poison, such as heroin and whatnot. Drink it as it is. You can do that as well. But normally in Malaysia, which I'm from, hello Malaysia, good evening. It's the 2nd of July 2013. Almost forgot to do my new format of addressing the time in each part. So we have the Selfheal spike here, which I'm going to put inside. So I'm not going to dilly-dally and tell you further or do something to let you see. I'm going to explain to you what's going to happen next. Okay? Because I couldn't be arsed. But if you are from overseas and you're watching me doing this shit, well, it's quite educational, right? This is how we do it. Instead of using Western medicine, which relies on the very thick chemical things that are derived from petroleum, we prefer the herbalistic approach, which is to use the natural stuff to heal the body. I mean, I'm not dishing on Western medicine. It has its pros and cons. Pros and pros. Western medicine might be pretty good at curing cancer, but who wants to go for chemotherapy, where the treatment is to kill the cancer before the chemical kills the body? Who would want to do that? Unless you are end stage cancer patient. So I'm going to store this. I'm going to talk to you about everything else. Hello. 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 So what I'm going to explain to you is people have been calling me, especially my parents, after today's accident, which I guess is 50-50 my fault, 50-50 the other fault. Who's this? You calling me? Hello? 邊個嚟呢個? So sorry, I've been rude to the fella because it's a what they call wrong number. I wasted some money on this fuckwits. These assholes. When it comes to all these stupid shit prepaid numbers, sometimes they recycle the number, and the previous owners, callers, after 1 or 2 years of not calling them, suddenly they have the urge to like reconnect with their friends. And since I just bought that number, and people think, oh, is he here or is such here? I just say, fuck off. You got the wrong number, asshole. I'm kind of rude, but what to do? Sometimes when you're doing a video and you don't want people to disturb you, that's how you will feel. You will feel like choking the life out of these assholes who you do not know at all. So calm down, calm down, calm down. Today has been a very bad day. It's my first car accident. I know I have leeway in being angry, but I have to have anger management. So where was I? That's why these fuckwits, these callers, these unknown callers, these assholes who phone the wrong number, they would just, I just, they will just disrupt your train of thought. So I was talking about Chinese medicine, so it's going to boil now. I can see it moving up already. So where's the cover for this? So yeah, sometimes Western medicine can be good. Eastern medicine can be good as well. So you have to gel the best of both worlds. Sometimes Western medicine is kind of like fuck up because the reliance of painkillers to treat the symptoms is definitely fuckingly wrong. You have to go to the root cause. So it's going to boil soon. Where's my ladle? My black polymeristic ladle made from petroleum. I know I'm kind of like biased towards petroleum products, but this is a case of what you call making the best use of the things you got. So push it in, and you can see the water is a bit brown already. That's all the goodness of the herbs. As I was saying, so when it's boiling already, okay, when it's starting to boil or it's boiling already like so, you can make it simmer by lowering the fire to the minimum, sorry, and let it simmer for 1 hour. Simmer for 1 hour. 1 hour. It must be 1 hour, not 45 minutes, not 30 minutes. 1 hour. For this, making Puk Chee Chow that consists of Groomwell root and spike. Hey, shit, forgot already. Some kind of spike, swift heel spike or whatever. You have to like have 1 hour's worth of simmering. Simmering, not boiling. Simmering. Boiling is too much. Simmering, okay. So close the lid. Don't close the full thing, because if you close the full thing, it will like bubble everywhere. So leave a small little slit. You don't want all the water to evaporate and leaving you with blackened, charred Groomwell root and spike heel swift something. Not sure. Okay, after 1 hour, what you do? You transfer the water into another pot, such as so. It's a bit smaller compared to that one, so I have to have two pots. So make do with what you got. And by doing this, you have to use the lid as a sieve as well, so as to not spill the herbs into the new pot. And you have to use a sieve as well. Make do with what you got. This sieve is fucking rusty, so it's a double what you call double protection, like making love using two condoms. So they use the sieve as the main macro sieve, and this one is the micro sieve. Pour it over the water. Okay, you can drink it even though there is no sugar. You can drink it, but in Malaysia we don't do that. We are kind of fat, but we love our sugar. We prefer it sweet. That's why my Italian friend Lorenzo, whom I met at was it Tauranga? Yeah, Tauranga, New Zealand, North Island. He will say sweet, 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 sweet. Then I would add sweet as, sweet as, sweet as. my signature phrase is, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. It was so popular that one of my friends, feel it, a German, very handsome, tall, 6 foot guy, he used my voice as a ringtone for his messages that he gets on his phone. So it's kind of like irritating, very fuckingly irritating to hear my own voice saying, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. So once you have the hot boiling water without the herbs here, you season or sweeten the thing with, I got this rock sugar. This is natural sugar. It's not white, it's yellow. So that means it's a bit more natural. And this is best for herbal drinks. You can use the white ones, the refined sugars from the sugar cane. But you can also use honey. Honey is good for health, definitely. Get the ones without the preservatives, the local farm type, without all the bullshit stuff like the thickener and sweetener or extra sugars from the major manufacturers or the major brands. So maybe use the whole thing, because this is a big pot. This is a really big pot. Use maybe the whole thing. This one I got from Aeon, formerly known as Just Go. So it's 3.95, 3 ringgit and 95 cents for how much weight is this? 0.284 kilograms, so it's 0.3 kilograms or 300 grams, and it costs 1 ringgit and 39 cents per 100 gram. So put this in, and that's it. That's all you need to know. And I think I'm running out of battery. I'm going to wrap it up. So don't throw away the extra herbs. You can do it for a second time. Second, something like this is virgin oil, and that's the second straining. So use the second straining the next day. Put it in the fridge, the whole pot, or yeah, put it in the fridge and save it for a rainy day. No problem. So this is Gerryko. This has been a Wait a Minute production. And see you, Malaysia. What? Today is a fucking bad luck day. Why must there be accidents concerning me?